heard about Tim and Will through their Mondays, the Mindset Mondays. I got an email. They responded to an email, and so I got on and I just listening to them on Monday. And the guest you had on, this young lady, and she did a lot of court things. I don't remember her name. But anyway, you were announcing that you were going to do a meetup here on a Saturday when you had all the ladies of Atlanta or something like that.
Okay.
And that's when
Wholesaling Queens.
The Wholesaling Queens,
Yeah.
yes. And so we came out, and further on after that, I was blown away by the information I got that day here. I brought my wife, and we had a great time. And then after that, maybe a couple months later, someone approached me. They knew that I was trying to get into this field, and we got the opportunity to work with you guys.
Right.
Man, that's awesome. Well, first off, we definitely appreciate you trusting us throughout this process. Like Tim said, when we first put the deal together, everything was flowing, and then all of a sudden this Corona thing came from nowhere, and everything, I think it went on pause for almost about a month or so, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So there was points where we were just trying to figure out, like, is this still going to happen?
Yeah.
So we all was just, I think we all was kind of just trusting God and just kind of standing faith about it, and you know, it just ended up working out, and we was able to, you know, not only do a deal with you, but we was able to, you know, gain a new friendship, you know,
Right.
and a new brotherhood, which that's what we really appreciate about this whole process. The seller got taken care of yesterday. It ended up closing yesterday. We're meeting you here today, you know, to give you your portion or whatever, and we're just grateful, man, just again for you trusting us and just being a part of our community, because the goal of our community is to partner with people, to show people like real estate is real, show people that you can really make a good living from doing this business. You know, there's different ways that you could do this business. You could be an investor, you could be a wholesaler, you could be an agent. I mean, there's just so many different ways that you can make money. And I think the good part about it is that you was able to help a good friend, you
Yes.
know. And I know you was really like focused on getting it done so she would be satisfied. And I think that had a lot to do with it happening, you know. The Corona thing again, you know, I hate to keep bringing it up, but it really set everything back. But just to know that it got back on track, and when it got back on track, everything just sped up, and everything just kind of took off. So again, we're just grateful that you chose to work with us. And you said this was your first deal that you actually done?
This is my first deal, and I think that the part that I enjoyed the most was the clarity, like the honesty.
Right.
Something went wrong, you know, you guys somehow would either email or call, you know, and say, hey, this is what's going on.
Right.
And even the times that some of the paperwork, you know,
Right.
had some issues or whatever,
Right.
and you know, hey, this is what needs to be done. So the walkthrough
Right.
was a great experience. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we try to be transparent, and big up to Lachette as well. She you know, was handling a lot of stuff in the back end, and we had another agent, you know, Greg, he was kind of helping us as well. So it was a couple of agents that was in the background that was kind of facilitating the process as well. And then me and Tim, of course, we had to oversee the whole process just to make sure, you know, everything was streamlined the way it needed to be. So again, we're so grateful, man, that you chose us. What made you choose real estate? Like, I mean, where did the desire come from to want to do real estate? Because I know a lot of people, they want to do it, but they don't step out on faith and actually do it. And you actually, you know, got a referral and you took it to the next level, which I suggest is, especially if you're in the beginning, I think that most people should reach out to somebody who's an expert and allow that person to actually hold your hand and take you through the process and show you what it looks like, so you build the confidence up to eventually do it on your own. But I mean, what made you choose real estate out of all professions?
Well, there's a lot of things, just to kind of keep it short. So, you know, we're believers, and our faith is a huge part of what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was in prayer, I asked God, okay, you know, I know you said you're going to be the head, not the tail. We're going to be the lender, not the borrower. But how does that work? How do I become the lender? How does that happen? And so real estate, like all of a sudden, anywhere I looked, these doors for real estate were there. And so it caught my attention. I guess, I mean, I'm not going to compare myself to Moses, but kind of like that, you know, the burning bush. and it drew me to it. And so I didn't know you guys, and here we are. And so that's where that came from. You know,
and that's confirmation. You know what I'm saying? It's confirmation you're heading in the right direction, and you know, there's purpose behind what you're doing. And I mean, I think that, you know, this is the first of many. You know, I definitely believe that.
Absolutely.
I believe that.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I mean, I'm grateful, man. You know, to be able to do this. You know, we're grateful that we've been able to take care of somebody that really wanted their household. They really wanted their household. And, you know, we're just grateful, man. And we're grateful that God, you know, allowed for you to be the conduit for that to happen. You know, another thing that I just wanted to state was that you said that you had, that you went to the meetup.
Yep.
And then once you went to the meetup, I think we said if you had a deal.
Yes, to contact you, to feel free to reach out. You gave the office information. You said, hey, email us. And then the panel as well was very inviting and stuff. And so as you guys were talking and listening to the panelists, and as the panelists were talking, I'm looking around the room, and there was a guy in the back, and you guys have had him on the Monday since, and he said, if you do that, everybody eats. And so, and when he said that, I said, you know what, that's a good, and he just made that comment behind it. I said, that's a good point. And I said, I'm going to give this a shot if I have an opportunity to do so. And so, it worked out pretty good. God is in control. And
Absolutely.
Worked out.
Absolutely, man. God is in control. And it feels so good. Like, of course it feels good to, be able to make a living doing this, but it feels so good when you take care of selling, you know what I'm saying? And you satisfy somebody's needs of wanting to, resolving a problem, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's really where the drive comes from. From that, and also, bringing somebody new into the business. I think one thing that, I think you did, which I would advise any newbie to do, is I think y'all don't know how many opportunities y'all miss when you just don't reach out to someone who could help you, whether it's us or whoever. If Newlin, just think like that person who reached out to you, if you just was like, oh, okay, and just kind of like didn't do nothing. I mean, first thing you thought about was like, man, I need to call the expert. I need to call Will and Tim, and just you doing that, it ended up becoming a blessing out of it because you was able to assist someone that you wanted to take care of, and and then it's the birth of your business. You know what I'm saying? Soon to be business. So I just think that it's a win-win, and I think you have to step out on faith. And you don't have to go into it thinking you have to know everything. You just you can shadow somebody and let the process just flow. And again, this is the beginning of many. So if you're new out there, and I say that if you're new out there and you're trying to get started, if you're getting leads or you're generating leads or you're getting referrals, feel free to reach out to the expert, because you never know, like that might be a missed opportunity. Because you feel like, oh, I'm gonna try to do it by myself, or oh, I don't know enough to, or I'm gonna send an email and I'll never do it. Just procrastination and just not really taking action on it. Like this stuff is real. Like people making money off referrals, people making money off just a conversation, an email. Like that's all it takes. So
I think that sometimes people might not think that, hey, maybe if I call or email, they're not gonna answer. Guys, they answer.
Absolutely. And that's the good thing about our team. Like, we respond within that first day, or at least within 24 to 48 hours, because we know, like, with deals, like, that window is so small. You know what I'm saying? Because you got other people that's calling, you got other people trying to reach them. So I mean, the opportunity, you got to be on top of it. So we understand that, and we've been in this business to know that, hey, you got to be first, so hey, we're looking to do more business. If you guys out there, you're watching, and you're looking to do business, you want to get started in real estate, specifically wholesaling, reach out to Wholesalers of Us. I mean, we've been doing this since 2015. Our track record is from here on down, down the street, miles and miles. Like our, what we bring to the table is leadership, spirituality, God first, mindset. Follow us, on our Mindset Monday calls. He jumped on one of the Monday calls. we're talking mindset on those calls because we believe that, you know, this business is 90 to 95% mindset. And maybe what we talked about earlier have to do with the mindset. So that's why we start there first, so you can, you know, grow mentally, and that way, you know, you can get the courage to say, I can do this, you know, because it may be a confidence issue. I don't know, but first thing is step out on faith. Reach out to somebody who's a professional who really know this business and partner with them. You know, I think that's really where you're going to win at in 2020. So, anything else, man?
That's it, man. I love it.
So let's do it. If you guys watching and you do want to step out on faith and you do got a deal, I mean, right now we're working in all different areas. We're virtually right now in different cities. Of course, we're based in Atlanta, but send us an email. We're ready to do business with you. Our email is reiwholesalersarus@gmail.com. That's reiwholesalersarus@gmail.com. We also, you know, depending on when you're watching this, normally our meetups on the last Saturday of the month. We actually got a meetup coming up at the end of the month on the 30th. It's a virtual meeting. We're not meeting in person right now, but we are doing something virtual. It's a creative deal meetup where we're going to be talking about how you can do creative deals. So you definitely want to be there. We got a couple of our fellow friends that's actually going to be on the panel. Who's going to actually be on the panel?
Oh man, you know, I'm excited, man, because you know we've got Justin, you know, and you know we've got Anthony, Jaquez,
Eddie,
and Eddie. So it's just gonna be some guys that are on this panel that know exactly what they're doing, you know, from a creative standpoint. So guys, we look forward to you guys signing up and jumping on this thing at the end of this month, on the 30th of this month. Find out how to, in addition to wholesaling, how you can do things creatively. So we definitely look forward to seeing you guys. Jump on, sign up, check out us on our platforms. Also, you check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook. REI Wholesalers Are Us. REI Wholesalers Are Us on Facebook and YouTube. Guys, check us out. And check out Newlin. He's the man. First deal. All right, guys. Peace.
We out.